Hey guys, my name is Andrew Whyte, and I have been sort of going through AuthorTube for a while now. I thought, what better way to sort of introduce myself to the community than through the AuthorTube Newbie Tag. Don't know who did it, who started it, but I'm going to do it now. So let's go. Alright, so question number 1. How did you find out about AuthorTube? So, as I said before, I've been watching videos on YouTube, and recently I finished my first novel. I've been editing it, going through the 3rd line of editing now, and I talked to my professor about it, and she recommended that I both go on YouTube and do create an AuthorTube audio. This book, A World Made Anew, and it's about how the Declaration of Human Rights came about. So that should be fun. Obviously, this is not the only book I'll be talking about, but I will be talking about this book too. So. Second question, what genre do you write in? Typically fantasy. The world is real enough for me, so I write in fantasy, urban fantasy usually. What writing tense do you prefer to writing? What the point of view you like and the category? Okay, so that is a compound question, so I'll take it in parts. So, firstly, the tense I like is past perfect. The POV is third person omniscient. I like to know what everyone is thinking and I like to communicate that. And the category would be young adult and new adult. So yeah, that's what I like. Am I a platter, pantser, or planser? I would say I'm strictly planner, but I don't think that's true. Like, you plan a story and then it starts to change as you write it. And so I might be more of a planner, where I lean more towards planning than just writing. Are you self-published, published, or yet to be published? I am yet to be published. Again, I just finished my first novel. I'm going through the beta reading process now, and I am looking forward to the clearing process coming in the next month and a half or 2 months. Yep. What is my dream agent publishing? I feel like this question is a setup, and I am not going to answer it. I think saying this is my dream agent and this is my dream publishing company foreclose the others if this ever gets out there, so I will hold that safe for myself. What AuthorTube videos can we expect from you? Well, I see a lot of AuthorTube videos giving advice about the writing process. I don't feel qualified yet to talk about that. Maybe if my book gets published, then I can talk about the process by which I published that book. But I will take you on the journey with me to talk about what I am doing in an effort to get my book published. I will also be talking about a lot of the plot structure that I went through, because I'm more plot driven than character driven. And I'll talk a lot about that. Also, I will be doing booktube videos where I obviously review books and talk about books, but primarily this is about my writership and sort of moving from student to author. So we shall see how that goes, and hopefully I get to vlog. I like seeing vlogs, so we'll see. Why did you start to write? I started to write because moving from country to country, that's the accent, no one knows where I'm from, you can guess. I thought it was a constant for me where I can create a world that is for me and I can escape to it. And I think a lot of people identify with that, the ability to escape into the world, or escape from this world into another world. And I identify with that strongly. Okay, what was the first story you wrote? The first story I wrote was called Mom's the Hero, and it was a story about my mother and sort of how I saw her as a hero. I've actually never talked to her about it or told anyone about that, but it was in my diary, and every time I came home to write in my diary, I would write about her, and so it was about her and not me. It was very weird, but I saw her as a superhero, and I wrote about that. So yeah. What author influenced my writing? I'm gonna switch because I think all the famous authors are important, so I'm gonna switch that a little and talk about what have inspired my writing. And I think for me, see if you ever read my writing, is that I am obsessed with this idea of good and evil, and the idea that good is fluid in some ways and it's not as obvious. And so the idea of self-preservation, I think, runs contrary to being good, and I write a lot about that as sort of a thematic thing that I talk about. So yeah, complicated, but yeah, that's the thing that I think about a lot. Do you type, handwrite, or blend? Depends on where I am. I like to type because it's transferable, I can keep it longer, but I write a lot on papers and napkins. Honestly, whatever works. Whenever I feel inspired, I will grab the first thing that I can write on and write on it. What are you looking forward to now that you're part of the AuthorTube community? Honestly, I am looking forward to meeting people who care as much about writing as I do. I've written a book and completely finished a novel at 94,000 words. And I'm obviously gonna cut that down in my third round of edit now. And I like to meet people who are passionate about writing and want to engage critically in the writing process. So that is why I'm here, and I look forward to meeting everyone and sort of cyber communicate with everyone online. So yeah, I hope that was helpful. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to learn more about me. I will try to subscribe to as many channels as I can, and let's go on this journey. Thank you.